That's right, Cheryl. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy spending the afternoon here at O'Hare just one day after this airport led the nation in both cancellations and delays. It was exactly a week ago that Duffy had predicted mass chaos at major airports around the country. And though there is growing optimism about the end of this government shutdown, Duffy issuing a warning today that the disruption we saw this past weekend will pale in comparison to the weekend ahead if the House does not pass this funding bill.
I think we would see that significant disruption coming this next weekend, maybe as early as Friday. And I think you're going to have airlines that make serious calculations about whether they continue to fly.
Duffy appearing in Chicago on the same day the FAA increased its requirement of airlines to cut 6% of all domestic flights. The reduction triggered by a shortage of air traffic controllers around the country. Today, however, Duffy says there were only 4 air traffic control staffing triggers nationwide, compared to 81 on Saturday.
I think our air traffic controllers are seeing an end to the shutdown and feel more hopeful, and they're coming into their facilities.
The secretary says if the funding bill passes the House, air traffic controllers will get 70% of their back pay paid out in 24 to 48 hours, with the remaining 30% coming a week later. Passengers we spoke to sharing their thanks for the controllers.
We certainly appreciate them working without being paid. I mean, that's a very big thing, and I hope they know that we appreciate it.
Still, the impact of the government shutdown hanging like a dark cloud for many other travelers.
I was so anxious that I left the house without a luggage.
Grace Matos says she's flying for an important work trip, but regardless of what happens with the shutdown this week, she'll be hitting the road for Thanksgiving.
A 16-hour road trip I'm not a fan of, but it sounds better than playing Russian roulette with my life at the moment.
Almost everyone we speak to making extra plans or taking extra precautions with regards to their travel. One couple we heard from traveling to Switzerland, skipping their connecting flight from Indianapolis to Chicago, instead electing to drive here to O'Hare so as to make sure they don't miss their big trip overseas.